friends. It's been a tough day in the lab. I've been trying to make a peach cocktail that tastes good, and I was trying to invent one, and it's a horrible, horrible failure. I tried rye. I thought rye and peach would go together well. I thought of bourbon, bourbon and peach, they're both kind of sweet, would go together. I tried 2 different kinds of bitters. I even went to my old standby, Grand Marnier, and none of it worked. I couldn't come up with anything that didn't taste soapy. There's soapiness that sometimes happens in a peach cocktail. And it helped me understand, because I love, love, love peaches. My children will tell you that this time of year I get obsessed with peaches at Jackson's Orchard in town. And I was determined to try to come up with a good cocktail that I could make and invent. Failure, abject failure. But fortunately, my friend Tim Leigh, that I go to church with, Presbyterian Church in Bowling Green, sent me a recipe a few weeks ago called the Tabernacle Crush. It's got something semi-exotic, although you can find it at most liquor stores. The French aperitif Lillet, that's the challenge ingredient to find. But you can also substitute Lillet with a white wine if you want, and it'll be pretty close. But the Lillet is certainly the best. All right, so we're going to make the Tabernacle Crush. The Tabernacle Crush. So again, it's got peaches because that's the challenge that I was going for. And I couldn't come up with my own, so I'm stealing this one off the internet. So you take about half a peach, slice it half into thirds, so you get 6, and you're going to slice it into small bits there and put those in the bottom of your glass. This one's got a little bit of a rotten on it, just like that. It's pretty tasty. And then basil. Once again, you're going to put basil. So you got about half a peach, and then you're going to put 6 small basil leaves. 1, 2, 3, 4. That one's pretty big, so I'm going to just put 5. So, and then half an ounce of lemon juice. So. And then you're going to muddle that together with your muddler or your cocktail spoon. Try to get the juice of those peaches, obviously, but then you're trying to get the basil to express in there too. The basil is what kind of makes this interesting. I tried it without basil and it wasn't that great. So you really need the basil. Okay, so get that crushed in there really good. Then you're going to add 1.5 ounces of gin. I usually use Tanqueray. So, and then you're going to use 1 ounce of this Lillet. And again, if you don't have any Lillet, you can try a white wine. Flavor white wine, see if that works. And then normally you put simple syrup, but I'm not going to put simple syrup in this. You normally put about 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, because these peaches are pretty ripe and they're pretty sweet from Jackson's. So mix it around like that. It's a little bit cloudy. And then we're going to add ice. Chunk. And then you top it off with soda. And then just to make it pretty, take another little slice of peach, just to kind of put there on the side. See how that looks. And then we'll put a little basil sprig on there. Give it some color, because I like a pretty drink. And there you have it. So look at that. Nice looking drink. Let's see what it tastes like. That's pretty good. You get a little fiber in there when you taste that, the crushed up peach. So the Tabernacle Crush with, with basil in there. So been another long week, another tough week. Everybody wear your mask and take care of your friends and your neighbors. And we'll see you next week, I guess. Cheers.